I'm going to spend a few minutes in describing what we at Telecom believe is likely to happen and what the opportunity and the challenges are for all of us. So, if I look at AI, I mean, up until 2 to 3 years ago, AI was still being used. I mean, AI has been used in the telecom industry for more than a decade, actually, or even 2 decades. But it has been linear AI or deterministic AI in some ways, where we had looked at machine learning models to make things more efficient for us. It's only when the agentic era kicked off that we have now seen a noticeable shift in 2 or 3 different areas. Here, what you see is getting ready for agentic era doesn't just mean introducing a new agentic AI chatbot or creating some kind of a agent in your business. What it means is 3 things. One, it means creating your entire architecture, whether it's IT, cloud, and network, in a very different agentic way. That's number one. Number two, from a process perspective, we strongly believe at Mahindra that the processes that have been written, whether it's for customer service, whether it's for lead to cash, or whether it's for fault and assurance, have to be completely rewired using agentic. And then the third thing you notice is that the underlying cloud infrastructure that has been used to support applications has to fundamentally change. We decided to look at our own solutions portfolio and take a look at what we can do to solve those 3 problems of creating a very different architecture, of building a very different infrastructure, and creating very different processes and services. That we had to create a very different view of how telcos would go on. But I wanted to summarize that playbook for all of you, which has been born from the need for the telcos to get ready for the agentic era. And the 3 pillars of this playbook are grow, empower, and transform. Every conversation that I am having, all of us are having with the telcos is about growth. How do they grow? Meaningful growth, not just growth in terms of what they have been doing and adding a few more subscribers, but actual growth. So we have a whole portfolio of offerings under the growth umbrella for B2B and for consumer. Then we have transform, which is really about what I just said. How do you get your infrastructure ready for the agentic era? How do you get your IT and network stacks ready for the era? And how do you rewire your processes on customer service? So that's transform. And then empower is fundamentally very different from how we have looked at things before. The reason agentic AI has not scaled in contact centers is not so much because of technology or tools. It's because the contact center employees and the customers have a genuine fear of what AI could do to them. And so the empowerment piece is really about empowering them, educating them, upskilling them with AI so that they actually become a human in the loop kind of segment as opposed to getting displaced. So with these 3 pillars, we believe we can unlock spectrum of possibility. We believe that this is just a start of the agentic era journey. It's going to take the next few years for us to properly understand the value and then apply that value to the businesses we do. The last point I will say before I conclude my piece is the value of the ecosystem has been vastly underestimated over the last few decades. We have gone from the place of saying that we work with certain suppliers to embed certain capabilities to what we strongly believe is an intelligent ecosystem. Because for AI's benefit to get truly realized, they are not going to be coming from the partners and suppliers that we have all worked with traditionally. They might come from a startup ecosystem, they might come from a hyperscaler, they might come from a very different segments from what we are used to. So the commercial model of AI itself would have to change on how telcos work with all the partners. You will hear innovative concepts like service tokens and vector squads and so on and so forth. We at Tech Mahindra believe those are fundamental to unlock the ecosystem. If that is not happening, we will still get stuck in the same view of treating all our partners as suppliers, taking solutions and embedding them and trying to do it yourself. The ecosystem is too big and too dynamic and too fast evolving for us to do that. So intelligent ecosystem is also a very key part of how we look at things, and that's integral to our narrative. But thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy the show and I hope you have a very productive and meaningful next 3 days. Thank you.